right, man. Anthony Lynn responds to Jared Goff. Reports that Jared Goff is struggling in training camp going down the field. Let's talk about it. Hit the thumbs up button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love and support. Subscribe if you like what you hear. Anthony Lynn, I like the decisions Jared Goff is making on the field. It says among the noticeable differences between Stafford and Goff at quarterback is the way they approach the deep pass. Excuse me. That was at least an observation from Nick Bumgarner and Chris Burke of theathletics.com, who wrote this week that Goff at times appears to settle for underneath intermediate instead of firing the ball downfield. The two writers pointed to an example where Goff elected to hit Khalif Raymond about 10 yards instead of throwing it to Brashad Perriman, who was about 40 yards away. He had to step on the defender. If Stafford had been the quarterback, they write, he would have tried the deep ball 99 out of 100 times. Offensive coordinator Anthony Lynn was asked about Goff deep pass after Thursday practice. Lynn didn't seem concerned about it at all. Instead, he praised Goff for playing within the scheme. Quote, all we've been doing is passing the ball. We've been doing that back in OTAs. I've seen plenty of deep balls down the field. Lynn said in the press conference, I know Jared has a very talented arm, but out on the field, I like the decisions that he's making. He's taking what the defense is giving him, and that's what good quarterbacks do. They'll just take what you give them, and then they'll go over the top when they're supposed to, and that's kind of the way I see us operating. Lynn then was asked if he thinks the Lion offense could be explosive, which he replied, I think some of these young guys so far, Khalif Raymond, Saint Amon Ra, these guys are stepping up. Lynn said these guys have got speed and can get down the field. In run action, I think we can get behind some people. So it went on to remind us that last season Goff was 32nd amongst 35 qualified passers with an average pass length of 6.5 yards, indicating he wasn't throwing it deep all often. Stafford was number 5 with 8.76 yards. So Goff and the Lions likely have some work to do in that area. But at some point, Goff will have to take some chances down the field to keep defenses honest. And my thing is this. At least you ain't hearing, Jared Goff throwing picks going down the field. You imagine where Jared Goff throwing picks in camp, where Jared Goff is forcing it downfield. So even if he forced it downfield, and he got picks, people will be complaining about that. So that's better than hearing Jared Goff is making bad decisions. Jared Goff can't read defense. They saying Jared Goff is reading progressions. Jared Goff is checking it down. Jared Goff is giving what the defense take what the defense give him. That's cool. That's better than hearing about picks going down the field. So, Anthony Lynn said they went deep last year. They went deep in OTA. So that's something that he's seen them they do, and he's not too concerned. So remember, it's only 7 days of training camp. And that's kind of what got Stafford in trouble here, forcing the ball down the field. That's not what this offense is going to be about. Flanking five out, flanking the running back out, going down the field. This offense is going to be run, hit the running back out the backfield. When the defense start creeping up at the line of scrimmage, go over the top. It's simple. This is how outdoor teams operate. First, they run the ball physically. They physically impose their will, run it down your throat. Then they play action, go over the top, or hit somebody out the backfield, hit somebody on the quick slant. People forget in 12 years, Stafford just like going down the field. Excuse my neck curse. Stafford like going down the field, forcing the ball, and all they do is run the pass, and that didn't work for 12 seasons. It didn't work. So now you got a quarterback that's going to rein the offense back in, that's going to play more of a ball control type offense, who's going to be accurate in the intermediate, and then when defense start stacking the line of scrimmage, then they're going to play action, go over their head. And that's more of a winning formula when you got to go to Pittsburgh, or you got to go to out in the cold in Philly, or you got to go outdoors. And it's a recipe that's going to work in the dome. When you talking about what Stafford did with Darrell Bevel, whoever he had, other than Jim Caldwell, it was about being flashy, flamboyant, and that don't win back football games. It's going back to John Kennedy and Mike Martz. It doesn't win football games. The New Orleans Saints, like it or not, with Drew Brees, it's all these highlights of Drew Brees passing, and one year they went to Chicago when they lost. At that point, Sean Payton went back. He went back and he said, you know what? We're going to become an outdoor team that play in the dome. And they came back after that, and they was a physical football team. They run the ball and hit guys out the backfield, and that kind of extended Drew Brees' longevity. And that's what it's about, lining up and being able to go outdoors to Soldier Field or line up in the Superdome and run over your opponent. So if you don't have that aspect of being able to run the ball and run it down, people throw that at will, you're not going to have a successful, you're not going to have a championship winning football team. You know, and you could say, you know, Kansas City was the exception. It was a lot of times this year with Clyde Edwards-Helaire got them got them out of trouble. So with Jared Goff, there with the Riders running, there is a changing of offense. They're no longer going. Well, the plan is to no longer have a dome team offense. This team is about being physical, running over dominating the lines of scrimmage, running over the opponent, and not giving a fuck. So, excuse my language, but at the same time, that's what it is about Jared Goff. Jared Goff is not going to be going down the field lining up 5 or less than scoreboards indicate, or it's a 2-minute drill. Jared Goff is going to be, you know, I formation, you know, single back. He's going to be running down people with those 2 tight ends, heavy sets. You're going to see the Lions go to a lot of heavy sets. And you notice with Anthony Lynn in San Diego and L.A., Austin Eckler out the backfield like it was no other. So that was their calling card in L.A. They ran the ball a lot. They hit a lot of short passes. Then they go down the field. So this ain't gonna be the same Lions offense that you seen with the Lions. And I think that was part of the problem with Stafford. That's why Stafford wanted to obtain Jim Caldwell because that's why he wanted to obtain Darrell Bevell and get rid of Jim Caldwell, because Jim Caldwell, he ran Stafford in. Stafford wasn't getting those big stats, but Stafford was playing efficient football. The only issue with Jim Caldwell was that he wouldn't take over the offense and get the running game cranking. Darrell Bevell leaving, he knew that the Lions was going to go towards a more physical, heavy-set run thing when they brought in Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. They knew that. So, you know, Stafford wanted to get his numbers. That's what more important to Stafford than winning. That's why Stafford didn't win. He was more concerned with numbers. That's why the Lions never committed to running the ball heavy, and that's why they got these little fucking scat backs, because they never wanted to run a run-dominant offense. And I think that's one thing what Jared Goff can excel at. That's one thing that he can excel at, and that's lining up and smack you in the mouth and simplifying the game. That's what when Stafford had he fished and the Lions was winning, he was simplifying the game. When you run the ball and you under the center, only a couple things defenses can do. Either they can keep 2 deep, keep 1 high, and try to stack the box, or stack the box with everybody. If they keep 2 high, you know, I'm going to run the ball. If they start creeping in and put one in the box, then, you know, contrary to people believe, it's great running through the blitz. Because think, when you run through the blitz, there's only one line of fucking defenders. Even if they keep 1 high, if they got corners on the outside, you got everybody on the inside, they stack the box. Guess what? Once you get past that one wave, only person that can catch you are the corners. And if they're not getting blocked, and they got high. So, you know, when you run through the blitz, so I think the offense, if they can run the ball, is going to be hella efficient. They're going to be really efficient. And I think that's going to be the key to them this year. I think they might win more games than expected because they're going to grind the clock. You know, and the receiver said that. The state of mind of Rock and Ted Cephas are chain movers. Hawkinson is a chain mover. The guys on the outside, Tyrell Williams, Bashard Perriman, is known for getting down the field. So I already know where they're going with it. So at the end of the day, that's imperative they do go on the field, but it's only been 7 days of camp, 1 to 8 today. So that is what it is. So we'll see what happens. But Anthony Lynn not sound too concerned. It's okay. So let me know what you guys think. I'm not too concerned about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Reach out if you have a video request, advertising channel, chop it up. On my social media subscription. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Venmo CJ Good 313. Other than that, best way to donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.